What's up, everybody? This is AVC, and today I've had a question on my mind for quite a while, and it's been there ever since I've had a few social interactions with some people. What's that question, you might ask? Well, are people getting dumber, or is my anxiety just getting worse? I feel like I'm having a harder time handling people with the ridiculous crap that they are talking about and the horrible crap that they believe in. Take today, for example. I went out with a homemade face mask on because the CDC recommended that I wear a face mask during the coronavirus outbreak. And I was trying to be safe, so I had one on over my face. I see somebody coming up down the aisle near me at work. We make eye contact, which is immediately a red flag for me because, oh my god, they're going to want to talk to me. This is terrible. I hate it when I make eye contact with somebody and you can tell they've been waiting to tell somebody something, and now, unfortunately, I'm that person. I'm the one they're about to tell probably some idiotic thing to, but I'll give them benefit of the doubt, you know? Maybe they have an actual interesting conversation that isn't a ridiculously idiotic statement to tell me. So he walks up to me, and what does he say? Well, he says, you know, you don't have to wear that face mask. And I was getting ready to answer him saying, well, I know it's not required, but I'm just trying to be safe. But I didn't get that out, because immediately after he says, this whole coronavirus thing, it's just a hoax, you know? It's a political hoax. All I could do was stare at him, because the only thing that was going to come out of my mouth was not going to be very nice, and that would just make the conversation be longer. I can't talk to people like that because there are too many ways that I want to make fun of them. Realistically, the only thing I want to tell people like that is, you do know that there's an easier way to tell somebody that you have brain damage. I am sorry that you're going through what you're going through, but you don't have to say it in such a way. All you have to say is, hey, I have brain damage. And I'll be like, oh, okay. You probably have some weird things in your head then. I won't think anything of it. You poor soul. But no, he just looks at me, and I just look at him, and I walk away. Because what else can you do in that conversation? My anxiety was through the roof because I was not prepared to have to talk to somebody about that. And you know that no matter what you say, they're going to have a statement to say back that won't make sense, but it makes sense in their head. Some movie star or some conspiracy theorist probably told them something, and God forbid you listen to the medical professionals. It's those conspiracy theorists that figured it out with their medical degrees. I feel like it's that toothpaste where 9 out of 10 dentists recommend, and they always listen to that one dentist that does not recommend it. Being like, well, the other 9 do recommend it. No, there's one dentist that doesn't recommend it. He probably knows what he's talking about more than the other 9. And I know that I always need to have an out in a conversation. I always need to prepare a way to get away from a conversation, and I did not have that prepared. I need to be more prepared for the brain damaged army that seems to be going around right now. It's just like, I know that I should never say anything scientifically literate to anybody anymore, because there is probably going to be the worst possible person around to hear what I have to say. I found out that there is somebody that I work with who is indeed a flat earther. I thought I could handle flat earthers because I'm filled with facts. I could give them evidence. I can have a normal and kind and generous conversation where I'm not making fun of them and I don't get angry and things are okay. Well, I feel like things are changing now, and I can't do that anymore. These people are straight idiots, and they deserve to be exposed for the idiots that they are. Unless they legitimately have brain damage, and I'm kind of assuming that most of them just do have brain damage, in which case then I'll just pat them on the back and say, yes, of course. You go ahead and think that the earth is flat, you poor, poor soul. But I used to have a tolerance for these people a lot more than I do now, and I feel like maybe since I keep hearing more and more about these people, that my tolerance is going down. Have they always been out in this full force and I just not notice it? Or are more and more of them going to the dark side on this? I honestly have no idea if everybody is getting dumber or if my anxiety is just getting worse and I can't handle people like that. I literally think of phrases and lines to have prepared always now to get me out of any conversation at any point in time, because I don't handle these people very well anymore. And I don't want to be a jerk to these people. I mean, it's super easy to be a jerk to these people. I don't know how you couldn't be a jerk to these people, but I don't want to. And I want to get out of those conversations as fast as possible, because there is nothing good's going to come from it. They really don't like when you start talking about Cthulhu coming through a portal to take over the world after they mention flat Earth. Being like, well, I feel like mine's just as plausible as yours. I don't know why you don't think Cthulhu is coming. Everybody needs to be prepared for Cthulhu. Or to get into the conversation that the Earth, of course, is not flat, but it's also not round. No, it's the shape of a 20-sided dice, because the great dragon in the sky is playing Dungeons and Dragons with us, and we're just its pawns. The DM controls everything, and that DM has initiative over our lives, so we are at its beck and call. What dungeon will you send us to next, oh great dragon in the sky? No, they don't like that. They're not happy with that, because it sounds absolutely ridiculous. And that's when you go, oh really? That sounds crazy? Well, that seems really familiar. What were we just talking about? Like, oh yeah, no. Your flat Earth, or your hollow Earth, or your conspiracy theories about coronavirus, or whatever sort of crazy tangent that you've gone off on. You figured it out, you're right. What I'm saying is crazy, of course. Now you go on, get to the doctor, and get that brain damage looked at, and come back to me when you're done. Maybe I just need to get prescribed some Xanax, pop a couple of those, and then they'll be way more tolerable, but I still feel like that won't be the case. There needs to be a Xanax that allows you to put up with conspiracy theorists and all of that crap. I don't know, maybe that's what Xanax does. Maybe that's why they're always so happy. Well, I mean, they're not happy. If you're taking Xanax because you have anxiety and issues, so, you know. Well, I mean, nobody's really happy. Even with Xanax, you just feel happy for a little bit. Who are we kidding? Nobody's really happy. So yeah, I'm wondering, are people just getting dumber, or is my anxiety just getting worse? I cannot tell. And I'm getting real sick of these verbal punches to the gut whenever I go up to talk to anybody. I come out of the conversation feeling like I just got my ass whooped, because I am so confused and worried and upset and really want to just call for some help, because I don't know what is happening in those people's heads. Maybe Cthulhu is coming and he's messing with everybody's brains. Everybody's too worried about the coronavirus hoax being something that's real, or the fact that they think that the Earth is flat, or that there's hollow Earth, or that the Illuminati is taking over, and nobody's ready for Cthulhu. It's all part of his plan, and he is winning. My anxiety is a sign. It's a sign that we need to stand up together and fend off Cthulhu. Or I'm just gonna go home and hide in my house and not have any conversations with anybody, because what is going on, dude? I know you can't be that dumb. I know you can't be that dumb. There's no way that you're that dumb. And then lo and behold, oh my god, you are that dumb. I didn't think it was possible. And if you find any of this insulting, I really apologize that you find it insulting. Go get your brain damage fixed, and maybe it won't be as insulting of a conversation to have anymore. It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. Brain damage is a serious thing. We all love you, and we're rooting for you, okay? You just set down that flat Earth theory, you get out of that hollow Earth, and you get right into the doctor and get your medication. But I heard that vaccines are giving... No. Don't even worry about the vaccines. It's okay. Go to the doctor, get your help. As much as it would be justified for you to die because you didn't get a vaccine for a preventable disease, I would prefer that you didn't, because I'm just that nice of a guy. I don't want you to die because you're an idiot. Will the Earth be a better place if you did? Maybe, but I'm not going to say that. That's horrible to say. I always want you to get better. And once you get all of your facts and evidence straight and you come over to the scientific literate side, we can have a normal conversation where my anxiety is not going through the roof. But until all of that happens, don't talk to me. Stay away from me. Quarantine yourself even after this quarantine is done. Otherwise, I'm going to have to quarantine myself away from all of you guys even after this quarantine is done. because you are a virus on my psyche. So yeah, just some thoughts I've been having, you know, idiots, Cthulhu, terrible conversations, not wanting to talk to people, all of these great things that people experience as a human. Because there's no way that anybody actually wants to talk to somebody. That's a thing, right? People don't actually like talking to other people. I really hope that's a thing, because that's how I live my life. Well, anyways, I hope you're not one of the brain damage idiots that thinks any of the things that I said. If you are, I'm really sorry about that. But if you liked my video, feel free to subscribe and maybe even give it a like. And I'll have more videos out soon. Psst, we're all rooting for you. Go see a doctor. You got it, dude. But like and subscribe still.